crazy keto girl. You probably didn't expect to see me back so soon after my last update, because that's kind of been my MO lately. I've been like doing an update and then I kind of disappear for a few weeks, and I'm really sorry about that. But if this is your first time on my channel, I've lost 121 pounds following a ketogenic diet before I got pregnant, which I am currently 19 weeks pregnant as of tomorrow. So exciting. We did go do the ultrasound last Friday to find out what we are having, but I don't know yet because my friend has elected to make gender reveal cupcakes for us. So we kept that information secret, and we are going to find out later this week, hopefully on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So if you want to take a guess down in the comments about what it's going to be, please do that, because it'll be fun to see who's right. Anywho, I am here not to talk about baby updates and not to complain about the fact that carbs make me feel sick and icky, but to give you guys a full day of keto eating, and I'm sure that is like the last thing you expected. But after I did the last video, I really kind of took inventory, and I really do feel terrible eating carbs. Like, I hate how I feel, I hate how tired I am, and I'm not about it. Like, I just can't. So I did decide to try again, and I'm gonna actually, instead of just hiding out and not sharing my journey, because that's the whole point of this channel. It's the entire reason I started it, was because I wanted to share my weight loss journey. And right now that includes being pregnant and struggling with keto because my baby is a flippin' keto hater for some reason. But despite that, I feel like I should bring you along for the journey instead of like blocking out the hard parts. So instead of like blocking those parts out, I'm just going to bring you along for them, and you can fiddle with my macros and try to figure out stuff with me. So I have my first meal of the day, and I really want to eat it. It looks really good. I don't think you can really see it very well because the lighting in my house sucks, but I have a half-pound burger patty with an egg in the middle, topped with Swiss cheese that I also put some mayonnaise on because yum and extra fat. And then I normally would not get to eat this many beautiful Brussels sprouts. Look at that. Because while they are allowed on keto, Brussels sprouts are a little bit higher in the carb region. So usually I only get one serving, which is like 4 Brussels sprouts, and it always makes me sad because I love Brussels sprouts. But today I get to have 2 heaping servings because I cannot zero carb this baby. Normally I would have just eaten the burger, which would be 0 carbs. I can't do that because whenever I get my carbs too low, the baby rebels and I get ridiculously sick. So I cooked some Brussels sprouts in some butter with some garlic salt, and I'm gonna eat that, and I will see you guys for my next meal. Hey guys, so she's getting buckled for occupational therapy. We're gonna go head out, and I didn't realize until we were heading out that it was 2:30 and I haven't had lunch yet, and as usual I'm not hungry, so I just grabbed a snack because my doctor did say that while I'm pregnant he is not okay with me doing any sort of fasting. So I have a snack instead of a full-blown meal. I have a serving of, yeah, yay snacks. I have a serving of pecans here, and then, oops, seriously, let's say that. Okay, anyways, a serving of pecans and a Baby Bell cheese that I'm gonna eat. So that puts me at, let me pull up my handy dandy MyFitnessPal so I can tell you what that does. So that puts me at 20 grams of carbs, 85 grams of fat, and 72 grams of protein, which is almost ideal as far as ratio goes. Yeah. And I have plenty of room for dinner because I'm allowing myself to speak up to 50 grams of carbs. I'm only adjusting those this week to see how that goes and see if it works for me now. And then we will take it from there and adjust and journey and do this thing together. I will see you guys for dinner. I'm just going to get this kid off to her occupational therapist and eat my snack while I wait in the waiting room for her. All right, see you for dinner. Okay, I'm back and it's dinner time. I'm a hot, sweaty mess right now. The lighting in my house sucks. So hopefully you can see me well. I'm not really sure. But I have dinner. This is what I'm having. I apologize for the terrible lighting. I have a full serving of cauliflower rice, which is actually pretty unusual. Usually I only do a half a serving because I usually try to stay under 20 grams of carbs. And then I have some chicken and some salsa and sour cream. The cauliflower rice on the bottom also was treated with a tablespoon of butter and a serving of shredded cheese. So I'm gonna eat this. I do not think this will be the last time you see me today, actually. I think I will be back in a bit to eat something else a little bit later, but right now I'm gonna go to town on this. And I'm even hotter than before. My dog got loose and I had to go and chase him, and sorry, again, the lighting in here. And so yeah, I'm now kind of wanting to have something sweet, and I don't really have much in the way for that, and I am not really into doing the whole keto baking thing very much. Plus I don't want to heat up my house any more than it already is, and yeah. So I'm opting for this guy. It's controversial, I know, but this is a sugar-free Jell-O with heavy whipping cream poured in. And yeah, it's not something you should eat if you care what other people think, because this is gonna get you labeled as not keto or dirty keto or whatever people want to say, but this helps a lot of people, especially through the adaptation phase. I ate it my first time when I started keto. I didn't know anything about dirty keto or anything like that. I had just seen people talk about this in the groups, so I had tried it and it worked. Even though I don't really like Jell-O, it gets you through that sweet craving pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this, and hopefully you guys aren't gonna be all judgy about it. If the keto food police show up, I can just ignore them, I guess. But yes, I'm having a sugar-free Jell-O cup with some heavy whipping cream, and I'm gonna enjoy it because after the workout going to get my dog back, I think I earned it. And yeah, I mean, he's fast. I have a Dalmatian. If you guys haven't seen him in my other videos, he's fast. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm not sure if you're gonna see me again or not, so I will just leave that there for now. All right, bye. Okay guys, so it is actually the next day because in my exhausted pregnant brain, I totally forgot to do the sign off last night and went to bed. So I will go ahead and wrap up the video now, but I did end up having a bulletproof broth last night, which was chicken bouillon, a tablespoon of butter, and a tablespoon of MCT oil, and that was it. I didn't have anything else after that. Let's see, I'm trying to get my macros up so I can show you here. Yesterday's macros were, okay, so I was at 71% fat, 23% protein, and 6% carbs. But I actually did eat a little bit more protein than usual. I had about 104 grams, which was 23% of my day. And normally I try to keep my protein down in the 10 to 15% range, but I have noticed that like whenever I come back to keto from eating standard American diet, I do overeat my protein, and I'm not sure why that is, but it does seem to be a trend. So it usually takes me a few days to get my protein back in line. But overall, it wasn't too bad because my goal for the day was to not exceed 20%, so 23 wasn't too bad. And I know it's just because my fat wasn't as high as I could have pumped it at only 71% when normally I go for like 75. The carbs were higher than I normally would do. Usually on an average day I eat 10 to 15 grams of carbohydrates, and that's total, not net, because I have to stay under that 20 in order for my body to do what it needs to do. But I did eat 28 grams yesterday, so about twice as many as I normally would when doing keto. So I'm gonna try that out and see how it goes. I mentally am allowing myself up to 50 carbs, but I don't know if I can get there right away. So right now I'm just gonna shoot for about 30 and see how I feel with that, and do this for, I don't know, the next week or so. Usually it takes me a few days to a week to start feeling sick again, so I'm gonna do it and see how I feel, and then I can check in with you guys and I can make adjustments to my macros and figure out what I want to try next to try to fix the problem, instead of just going back to eating carbs, because I really don't like that and it doesn't work. And going back and forth with the carb cycling and keto cycling is not sustainable, and it's not, at least not for me. It doesn't work well for me, because every time I go off, I literally gain 30 pounds in that time I'm off. And then I go back on, I re-lose it, and then I end up getting sick, go off, gain 30 pounds back. So that's happened twice now. I went from 360, popped up to 390, re-lost it, and I was just back up to 385. Yeah, when I went to the dietitian. So I weighed in this morning, just kind of out of curiosity, one day back on keto, and I lost 4 pounds, which is not surprising to me, because my body just responds to this way of eating and to this lifestyle, and I love it so much, which is why I do it, and why I'm here sharing this journey with you guys of losing weight while doing it. It's just been kind of difficult with this extra element of being pregnant and the baby not seeming to like keto macros. So I don't know, I'm feeling really determined and optimistic that I can find my golden pregnancy macros, that I can find them. I'm determined. Like I can't keep popping my weight up and down like that and going in and out of ketosis. Like, that's not good for anybody. So I just need to stick with it, and if I start feeling sick again, I'm gonna check in and be honest that I'm feeling sick, but I'm gonna just try to adapt my macros to find what is gonna work, so that way I'm not gaining 10 pounds a week or 30 pounds in a month. Like, that's insane. And it's really freaking out my doctors, and nobody thinks that, you know, sudden weight gain and weight loss is healthy. Yeah. So they were fine with me losing weight and staying on keto as long as my weight loss was gradual. But like, in the course of 1 month, gaining 30 pounds, and then in the course of the next month, losing, you know, the 30 pounds, and then gaining 30 pounds and losing, like, it's not a good idea. And I don't want to do that to my body or to my poor baby who has to live in my body while I'm doing this. So yes, I'm determined, I'm excited, I'm optimistic, and I'm gonna do it, and you guys are gonna be here. You guys have all said that you're here and that you want to see the updates, and you guys have been so amazing and so supportive that I am excited to try to do this with you and keep ketoing on, right? We're taking it one meal at a time, one workout at a time, one day at a time. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna follow my own advice, and I'm gonna bring you guys along. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing so that you get all of my content, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you like these pregnant keto full day of eating videos, comment down below and let me know, and I will see about maybe doing some more of them. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Thank you.